James Clear, Atomic Habits, an easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones. Welcome to the summary of Atomic Habits by James Clear, a book that will revolutionize the way you think about the power of small habits in your life. This summary will delve into the fascinating world of habit formation and provide you with science-backed principles to build productive habits and eliminate negative ones. As you read through, you'll learn about the four-step process that underlies all habits, how to use cues and rewards effectively, and the importance of making habits accessible and satisfying. With these insights, you'll be equipped to overcome the hurdles of habit building and embark on a journey towards self-improvement.
Small changes, big impact. Consider a plane that slightly deviates from its planned course, seemingly inconsequential at first, but resulting in a completely different destination. Similarly, small and consistent changes in our daily habits can have a powerful impact on our lives over time. Though progress may not be apparent immediately, focusing on maintaining a positive trajectory with the help of good habits will eventually lead to noticeable improvement. Picture this: a plane takes off from Los Angeles headed for New York City. All necessary information is correctly entered into the plane's computer, and it embarks on the right trajectory. However, after takeoff, the pilot accidentally alters the flight path by a mere 3.5 degrees. Though it seems negligible, this tiny change ultimately leads the plane to land in Washington, D.C. instead of New York City. The reason for this mental exercise is to acknowledge a fundamental truth: tiny shifts in our lives often go unnoticed, but their cumulative effect can be significant. For example, going for a 20-minute jog won't transform an unfit person overnight, nor will eating an entire pizza make someone instantly overweight. However, repeating these behaviors every day for a year will undoubtedly result in major health changes. The key insight here is that small habits can wield a surprisingly powerful effect on our lives. Yet, we may not observe their impact in real time, only recognizing the results after some time has passed. Not seeing immediate progress can be demotivating, but it's crucial to focus on maintaining the right trajectory rather than obsessing over current results. Take, for instance, saving money. If your bank balance is low but you're putting away a little each month, you can be confident that you're on the right path. The current nest egg might be small, but given enough time, you'll see a significant improvement. When the lack of tangible progress gets you down, remind yourself that you're doing the right things and heading in the right direction. To set yourself on the proper trajectory, you need to develop habits. In the next section, we'll explore how to effectively build these habits and magnify their impact on your life. Unlocking habit formation. Our ingrained habits control most aspects of our lives, but what exactly forms a habit? The phenomenon traces its roots to psychologist Edward Thorndike's experiments with cats. He discovered that satisfying actions create repeatable habits. A habit has four elements: cue, craving, response, and reward. Recognizing this process and harnessing its power, we can create positive habits to shape our lives for the better. The power of habits cannot be overstated. They control our everyday lives, from turning on a light switch when entering a dark room to brushing our teeth, and govern our actions subconsciously. The mystery of habit formation and how they become automatic intrigued psychologist Edward Thorndike. He conducted an experiment in the 19th century to answer this burning question. The experiment involved placing cats in a box and timing how long it took them to escape. At first, the cats struggled to find an exit, pawing and sniffing all around. Eventually, they discovered that pressing a lever would open the door to freedom. Thorndike repeated the experiment, noticing significant improvements in the cats' escape times as they learned the mechanics. After 20 or 30 attempts, the cats could free themselves in just 6 seconds. The cats had developed a habit for seeking the lever, a result of the satisfying outcome: freedom. Drawing from Thorndike's groundbreaking discovery, we now understand the habit-making process. A habit consists of 4 parts. 1. Cue, a trigger that prompts us to act, like walking into a dark room. 2. 2. Craving, desiring a change in state, such as transitioning from darkness to light. 3. Response, the action performed to achieve the change, like flicking a light switch. 4. Reward, the satisfaction of achieving the desired change, for example, the relief of being able to see. This process forms the basis of all our habits. Even drinking coffee every morning follows this 4-step pattern. Waking up serves as the cue, followed by the craving to feel alert, leading to the response of brewing coffee. The reward is the satisfaction of feeling awake and ready to take on the day. In conclusion, understanding how habits develop is crucial for creating and cultivating positive habits in our lives. This knowledge about the cue, craving, response, and reward process can be leveraged to ensure that we acquire beneficial habits that significantly improve our lives. Hacking habit formation. Habits are formed through a 4-step process involving cues, cravings, responses, and rewards. To build strong, productive habits, we can intentionally create visible cues, adapt our environments, and establish clear implementation intentions to ensure our habits stick. Research by Dr. and Thorndike demonstrates how optimizing our surroundings can result in a significant shift towards healthier choices and better habits without relying solely on willpower. Habits are an integral part of our lives, and understanding their structure can help us form good ones. Every habit consists of 4 elements: a cue that triggers your action, a craving or desire you wish to fulfill, a response or action from the habit itself, and a reward or positive feeling upon completing the habit. Want to learn the guitar but struggle to keep up with practice? The key is making the cue of picking up your instrument impossible to miss. Leaving your guitar in plain sight, such as in the middle of your living room, will make it highly visible, urging you to practice more consistently. Changing your environment can work wonders, but to enhance habit building further, try using implementation intentions. These help transform vague intentions, such as, "I'm going to eat better," or "I'm going to learn the guitar," into clear, actionable plans. When it comes to guitar practice, instead of saying, "I'll practice sometime this week," firmly commit to specific practice times. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'll practice for 1 hour after my alarm rings. Coupled with the guitar's strategic placement, an implementation intention sets you up for habit-building success. But, you might ask, is altering one's environment truly effective for building better habits? Boston-based Dr. and Thorndike's work shows how tweaking your surroundings indeed results in positive changes. Driven by a desire to improve her patients' eating habits, she conducted an experiment by replacing sodas with bottled water in the hospital cafeteria's refrigerators and placing water baskets throughout the eating area. The results were remarkable. Over 3 months, soda sales dropped by 11%, and water purchases increased by over 25%. Dr. Thorndike's experiment demonstrates that adjusting our environments can facilitate healthier choices and better habits without relying solely on discipline and willpower. In conclusion, understanding and hacking the habit-forming process can lead to productive and positive changes in our lives. By focusing on visible cues, altering our environments, and implementing clear intentions, we can build strong habits that benefit us in the long run. Harnessing dopamine for habits. Dopamine, a crucial neurotransmitter, plays a significant role in motivation in our brain's reward system. By understanding how dopamine works and using temptation bundling, we can make essential tasks more enjoyable and create positive habits. When we anticipate a pleasurable experience, our brains release dopamine, and we are more likely to follow through with the action. Combining activities we enjoy with ones we find less appealing can make the latter more enticing and successful. Imagine a powerful tool capable of redefining the way you approach your habits, a natural motivator that not only enhances your persistence but also makes the process more enjoyable. Meet dopamine, a neurotransmitter in your brain that plays a critical role in both motivation and reward. In 1954, neuroscientists James Olds and Peter Milner conducted an experiment that blocked dopamine release in rats. The result was alarming: the rats lost their will to live, refusing even to eat or drink, and died of thirst. This study reinforced the importance of dopamine, illustrating that our fundamental motivation to perform essential tasks comes from the pleasure it provides. The relationship between dopamine and our habits becomes increasingly intriguing when we discover that the feeling of pleasure is triggered simply by anticipating the action, not just by performing it. That means that our brains treat the desire for a rewarding activity as a reward itself. How can we capitalize on this to form new habits and maintain motivation? Enter temptation bundling, a technique that involves combining a less appealing task with a more enjoyable one. This strategy unleashes the power of dopamine to enhance motivation and create positive habits, making the less enjoyable tasks more attractive. Take the example of Ronan Byrne, an engineering student from Ireland. Aware of the importance of exercise, Ronan struggled to find motivation for working out. However, he loved watching Netflix and decided to combine the two. He modified an exercise bike so that Netflix would only function if he was cycling at a specific speed. This creative solution allowed Ronan to enjoy his favorite pastime while forming a healthier habit. Luckily, temptation bundling doesn't always require engineering feats. Simple associations, such as reading your favorite magazine only at the gym, or rewarding yourself with some leisure time after completing important tasks, can have a profound impact on motivation and habit formation. By cleverly utilizing dopamine's properties and applying temptation bundling, you can effectively transform mundane tasks into enjoyable experiences, paving the way for the successful development of positive habits. So go ahead, ride the wave of dopamine, and transform your daily life today. Make habits easy and enjoyable. Cultivating habits is easier when you make the desired behavior pleasurable and easy. By reducing friction and using the 2-minute rule, you can ensure that your behavior becomes manageable, making it effortless to turn it into a long-lasting habit. Developing new habits can be an uphill battle if they aren't enjoyable. The trick to lasting habit formation is twofold: make the desired behavior pleasurable and easy. The majority of our lives consist of easy behaviors like scrolling through social media and snacking on chips. Habits like intensive exercise and language learning are challenging because they require significant effort. The key to making these behaviors habitual is making them easy. One way to make a habit easy is by reducing friction. Consider James Clear, who struggled with sending greeting cards. His wife, on the other hand, never missed an occasion. The secret to her success was simple: she kept a box of cards for different occasions in their home, making it easy to send one whenever needed. By removing the extra effort needed to purchase a card, the process became frictionless and easy. This tactic can be applied to eliminating bad habits too. For example, to reduce time spent watching TV, unplug it and remove the batteries from the remote. Adding friction will make watching TV less appealing. Alongside reducing friction, another technique for ensuring long-term habit formation is the 2-minute rule. The premise is simple: any behavior can be condensed into a habit that can be accomplished in just 2 minutes. Instead of committing to reading a book every week, make it a habit to read 2 pages per night. If your goal is to run a marathon, start by putting on your running gear after work each day. These smaller, more manageable actions make it easier for you to undertake the desired behavior. The 2-minute rule focuses on cultivating easily achievable habits that serve as stepping stones to greater accomplishments. Once your running shoes are on, you're more likely to go for a run. Once 2 pages are read, it's more tempting to continue. By making a habit easy and breaking it down into smaller steps, you're more likely to maintain progress toward your goals. Remember, the first step is the most crucial one in any habit-forming journey. Habits need satisfaction. Stephen Luby's success in improving public health in Karachi, Pakistan lies in understanding the power of satisfaction to create good habits. In a world of delayed returns, it is crucial to attach immediate gratification to our objectives for longer-term success. By doing so, we can overcome our instincts for focusing on immediate returns and enjoy the lasting benefits of healthier behaviors and habits. Stephen Luby, a public health researcher, achieved phenomenal results by tapping into the simple power of satisfaction. Working in a Karachi neighborhood back in the 1990s, Luby single-handedly managed to reduce diarrhea rates by 52%, pneumonia by 48%, and skin infections by 35%. How did he accomplish this? Believe it or not, all thanks to nice soap. The community already understood the importance of hand-washing and sanitation for disease prevention, but they weren't incorporating these practices into their daily routines. Luby's partnership with Procter & Gamble to provide a premium soap made all the difference. Not only did the soap lather well, but it also had a delightful fragrance. These satisfying elements turned hand-washing into an attractive and enjoyable habit, transforming the lives of the local populace. Luby's story emphasizes the core principle of effective habit formation, the need for satisfaction. Humans are conditioned to favor immediate returns, a behavior which originates from our ancestors' preoccupation with short-term survival goals, like finding food or shelter. This evolutionary trait often leads to bad habits, as the instant gratification derived from activities such as smoking trumps the long-term harmful consequences. However, in today's world, many goals we pursue offer delayed returns. Receiving a paycheck, losing weight, or attaining financial stability all require continuous effort over an extended period. To make these long-term objectives appealing and sustainable, we need to incorporate a sense of immediate satisfaction in our habits. A perfect illustration of this approach is the story of a couple aiming to eat healthier and save money by dining out less. Understanding that these were delayed return goals, they devised a clever strategy to keep themselves motivated. By setting up a trip to Europe savings account, they transferred $50 every time they chose to cook at home instead of eating out. This instant reward reinforced their positive decision and helped them stay on the path towards healthier living and financial stability. By recognizing the power of immediate gratification and satisfaction, we can skillfully shape our habits and set ourselves up for long-term success. Embracing this principle, as demonstrated by Stephen Luby and the determined couple, allows for meaningful and sustainable change to take root in our lives. Master the art of habit persistence. To truly embrace good habits, habit tracking and habit contracts are invaluable tools to keep you committed and motivated. Following Benjamin Franklin's habit tracking example, record your daily progress in a diary or calendar. Embrace the satisfaction of crossing off successful days, which will fuel your motivation. By developing a habit contract, introduce penalties for not sticking to your habits, and involve your loved ones to increase accountability. The fear of losing face adds another layer of motivation, ensuring you remain committed to maintaining your habits on the road to success. No matter how enjoyable and gratifying our habits are, there is still the possibility of faltering in maintaining them. The key to sticking to our good intentions lies in two significant strategies: habit tracking and habit contracts. It's time to uncover how they can propel us toward habit persistence and ultimate success. Habit tracking involves keeping a record of your habits, just like the eminent Benjamin Franklin did. Starting at age 20, Franklin upheld a notebook in which he documented his adherence to 13 personal virtues. In doing so, he sought to avoid superfluous conversation and continuously work on something valuable. Follow Franklin's example by using a straightforward calendar or diary, marking off each day you successfully adhere to your chosen habits. This process in itself is a rewarding habit, as the anticipation and satisfaction of crossing off each day motivates you to keep going. In addition to habit tracking, adopting a habit contract can impose negative consequences for not sticking to your habits. Brian Harris, a Nashville entrepreneur, created a detailed contract involving specific habits to help him reach his weight goal. Signed by his wife and personal trainer, Harris established financial penalties for not following his habits, an effective strategy fueled by the fear of losing both money and reputation. As social creatures, we're motivated by the prospect of others judging us, lending more power to the idea of habit contracts. Now's the perfect time to etch your own habit contract. Even if it's not as comprehensive as Harris's, consider involving your partner, closest friend, or coworker. By deciding on a set of repercussions for failing to adhere to your habits, you're more likely to remain committed. After all, it's these consistent positive habits that lead to incredible achievements in life.
As we conclude our summary of atomic habits, let's take a moment to reflect on the key takeaways. Habits are powerful forces that shape our lives, and even the smallest changes can create a domino effect over time. By understanding the four-step process of cues, cravings, responses, and rewards, you can begin to establish positive habits or break negative ones. Strategies such as designing your environment, establishing temptation bundling, and tracking your progress can all assist in turning good actions into lasting habits. Lastly, creating a habit contract can keep you accountable and motivated to stay on track. Empower yourself with the knowledge and tools provided in this summary, and start transforming your life through the incredible power of atomic habits.